Taylor Hawkins' 8-year feud. Prince Harry must pay for being rude to the deceased. Prince Harry is avenged by Foo Fighter to get justice for famous drummer Taylor Hawkins. Recently, news of Taylor's death spread all over the newspapers. The professional drummer died mysteriously in a hotel in Bogota while the band was touring at a musical festival in the Colombian capital. Taylor's sudden departure made the fans extremely scared. Although authorities have not yet reached a conclusion on the cause of his death, a source said that police found 10 stimulants in Taylor's body, including opioids and marijuana. It is possible that the use of many types of stimulants in too short a time will cause chemical reactions that caused Taylor's sudden death. The band Foo Fighters are devastated by the sudden passing of Taylor. They said they were devastated by Taylor's death and asked the audience and media to respect their and his family's privacy. Before this chaos, Prince Harry was suddenly dragged into the game by Foo Fighter fans because of his rude behavior with Taylor Hawkins 8 years ago. The red-haired prince gave Taylor a hard slap in the face, making him extremely angry. In 2014, the band Foo Fighters were invited to perform for the Invictus Games in London. For those unfamiliar with the Invictus Games, this is a sporting event for disabled veterans. Prince Harry was the first to host this congress in the UK in 2014. Foo Fighters and Harry have a meeting behind the scenes when they arrive at the performance venue. Harry greeted the drummer with a slap in the face that woke him up. This action quickly attracted the attention of everyone around. Taylor Hawkins is said to be extremely angry and calls Harry "you mother." The story of Prince Harry's rude behavior was revealed by the Foo Fighters on the 2014 Howard Stern show. Taylor's colleague opened the story with a question. He smacked Taylor in the face one time. How hard was that smack in the face? The famous drummer made a bitter face along with the words, "It effed me off, actually." To further explain Harry's obvious action, Taylor continued, "I got slapped in the face by the prince. That's okay, really, if you think about it. But in the moment, I was like, you effing slapped me, dude." Taylor Hawkins had to restrain a lot from the rude behavior of the red-haired prince. The drummer admitted that he panicked when he was beaten for unknown reasons. He called Prince Harry, "You bastard." The story turns humorous when the Duke of Sussex asks Taylor back, "Are you awake now?" It turns out that Harry's ear slap was meant to wake the drummer up when he said he couldn't open his eyes because he was so sleepy. However, this action makes it difficult for Taylor's fans to accept. The story of Harry's rude actions has been dug up by the Foo Fighters fans, causing public opinion to increasingly react against him. Recently, Prince Harry has upset the audience by performing a series of brainless actions with the royal family. He and his greedy wife threw eggs online after announcing their absence at the memorial service of the late Prince Philip. Of course, this decision will not please royal fans. However, the action that followed made many people speak up because of the couple's ignorance. Within hours of his refusal to return to the royal family, Prince Harry posted a video cheering for the Invictus Games in the Netherlands. The series of weird choreography with the statement, "I'm ready for the Olympics," has made many people prickly. Prince Harry was immediately accused by netizens of being ungrateful for simply refusing to be royal. While in hot water, the fact that Prince Harry was rude to the famous Foo Fighter drummer made everything around him even more confusing. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex appear to have made a mistake with the world, as they have come under mass media attack from various incidents. Not only fans of Foo Fighters, recently Prince Harry has been mentioned a lot in the media by celebrities. They also disagreed with the harsh actions that the red-haired prince had done. Moreover, there was the case of the sister-in-law and the father-in-law publicly insulting Harry on British online television. Like I said, both Harry and Meghan are unpopular in the world. They've almost been turned away. They've been trampled on and engulfed in scandal. The case of Harry and drummer Taylor Hawkins shows that the red-haired prince is indeed a rough man. He has a reputation for being lively and humorous, but sometimes it becomes a blatant insult to the other person. This story reminds me of a reporter's revelation when he talked about Prince Harry. A royal reporter once revealed to The Guardian as follows: "Any engagement that I'm at with him, he just scowls at us. I can't stress that clearly enough. He can't hide his disdain. It's just so uncomfortable. He has fury and venom in his eyes. He's very tortured." Turns out that's who Harry's is. He was born into a noble family and allows himself to despise everyone. Poor reporters in the royal family, they suffered a lot when they had to see the Duke of Sussex's unpleasant attitude. Taylor Hawkins, his cockiness isn't just for you. We can only comfort Taylor like this so that he can live without suffering injustice. Royal correspondents say Prince Harry always has a bad impression of reporters because he is haunted by a series of bad news about him. In addition, Harry also boycotts social media because he thinks it has an adverse effect on his health and mental health. Unlike Prince William, instead of learning to accept and live with the media, Prince Harry makes his life more and more complicated. Recently, Kate and William had a sharing that made all media eyes focus on Harry and Meghan. Specifically, both wittily joked that the press followed them around the world. Yes, they are royal celebrities. It is understandable that they are hunted by the press. William and Harry were both born into the same background, but their adult lives were two separate worlds. William has learned to accept and live well, and Harry is constantly blaming the actions of a snail. Harry's arrogance stems from the noble status he unknowingly acquired in the royal family. He gives himself the right to stand above others and act as he pleases. Therefore, up to now, the whole world has turned its back on him and his small family. I think Prince Harry has to learn how to improve his character so that his children can be educated. What many people fear is that Harry and Meghan's two little angels may turn into devils like their parents. So poor. What do you think about Prince Harry's rude actions? Let us know what you think if you're a fan of the band The Foo Fighters. Thank you for following our newsletter. See you in the next videos. See ya.